Yo, what is good YouTube? Magdubs here, back with another video, guys, and we have a very exciting video for you guys today. Another Celtics video, but today we're going to be diving into what's next for the Boston Celtics. As we all know, the Summer League has came and gone. There's been a lot of ups, there's been a lot of downs, but we're going to go over what I saw during the Summer League, but more importantly, what the Celtics need to do next in order to ensure that they are ready to compete for an NBA championship next year. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of things going on in the media that we need to keep up to date and what we need to talk about, and I'm going to be covering it all in this video. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys do me a huge favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family, because I will be covering the entirety of the NBA offseason, which includes all of Boston Celtics news, all of free agency, any trades that take place, but as well I will be covering all of preseason, and I'll be live streaming every single Celtic game next season. So if you guys want to watch some Celtics games with me live next season, make sure you guys join the family, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we go live for a game and every time we post a video as well. But without any further ado, let's get right into the video and talk a little bit about the Boston Celtics in the Orlando Magic game. I have covered every single one of the Summer League games, so this is going to be another one we haven't done yet. So in this game, there was a lot of ups and downs. Again, we started off this game pretty slow, but then we really started to heat up. But one thing I want to talk about is Jordan Walsh continued to show why he is very versatile and what he can bring to the Celtics next season. Obviously, we draft him out of Arkansas as a wing player who's very good defensively, but also possesses the ability to be a very athletic guy who can get to the rim, score at the basket, and even change the momentum of a game with his energizing dunks. However, what we didn't see coming was his three-point shooting ability, and I would argue that throughout the entirety of the Summer League, Jordan Walsh is one of our best three-point shooters. However, with that being said, he has shown so much potential over the last few weeks here during Summer League, but he still has so much work to do in terms of, getting better and making sure that he's ready for next season. And the one thing I want to, criticize him on was his ability to, handle the basketball. Now, I feel like when he was, putting the ball on the floor and trying to get to and pick and choose his spots, he seemed very uncomfortable at times, and I just want him to work on that a little bit, because if he's a guy who can, actually handle the ball and get to his spots, I think he could be a lethal player, especially for the Celtics team who found him in the second round of the draft. I think he's someone who has a ton of potential and was actually one of the best rookies in all of the Summer League. And according to some sources, this article right here says Boston's Jordan Walsh ranked 5th of all Las Vegas Summer League rookies, which is absolutely amazing. In this game, he shot 2 of 3 from 3. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, shot 50% from the field in 16 minutes of action. Didn't see too much. Another thing I do want to talk about too is Jay Scrubb. Obviously, he only played 11 minutes, didn't have the greatest night in the world, but something I want to note is Jay Scrubb actually signed a 2-way contract with the Celtics, meaning that he is going to be at least a part of our future for next season at the very least. Now, he's someone who was number 8 overall in scoring points per game in the G League last season, and throughout the Summer League we basically saw that very consistently. He was a very good scorer, and now he's joining our team, which I'm actually I do like it. I do like it a lot. I think Jay Scrubb, 6'5", a combo guard, can do a lot of things offensively. Maybe needs to work on his defense a little bit more, but this is a guy who can really score the ball, and has shown that throughout the Summer League. J.D. Davison, another guy I want to talk about. He looked good in terms of passing the ball. At times he turned the ball over way too much, more than I, would want. But overall, I think he's gotten a little bit better. Definitely led the team in assists for the Summer League, I think. But I do think he has a lot more developing to do in terms of, continuing to be a pest defensively. But offensively, he needs to be more creative and needs to be able to find his spots better on the floor, and we'll see him continue to develop that over the next couple of months, weeks, as we lead up into training camp. Another guy that really stood out to me, in one game in particular, was Delano Banton. I love the way he gets rebounds. He's a 6'7" guard who can not only defend but can handle the ball, can grab rebounds, can push a tempo. He's very fast, runs in transition very well, and a guy that can just change the whole momentum of a game. We saw last season with the Celtics. We love to push the tempo and get out in the breaks early. I think Delano Banton only helps out with that. However, he does have a lot of development to do in terms of his three-point shooting ability, and I do think that he will get better in that aspect. Now, I do want to look at our depth chart right now. Overall, the Summer League, in my opinion, was a success. Obviously, we didn't win as many games as we wanted. I believe we were, 2-3 at the end of the day. But the one thing that I did, want to take note in is that Summer League is strictly to, start to see what guys have and start to develop them a little bit. And the biggest takeaway from the Summer League was Jordan Walsh looks very good. I mean, this is, Brad Stevens has only been doing this for a couple years now, and looks like a draft pick that he might have just found a absolute gem in the second round. I loved what I saw from him, and I think that, he might not have an impact on this team right away, but in the future, I could see him being a big contribution. We lost Grant Williams, but I think Jordan Walsh is a guy who can kind of fill those shoes. We'll have to see how he develops. So right now, I want to see him bulk up a little bit. I want to see him handle the ball a little bit better and work on that aspect of his game. And if he can find a little bit of a consistency in terms of shooting the ball, this could be one of the biggest steals that, we've ever seen here in Boston as a second-round pick. I mean, he looks very, very intriguing as a prospect. And to get him in the second round is kind of crazy. Now, looking at our roster right now, you've got Derek White. You got Jaylen Brown. Of course, we need to wait and see if that contract gets, the extension gets signed. Hopefully it does. We heard some more rumors coming out saying that it could be $300 million. We don't really know, but I do think it should get done. I'm hoping it gets done here relatively quickly. You also have Jason Tatum. You bring in Kristaps Porzingis, who's coming off a career season. Hopefully he can stay healthy, and if he does stay healthy, I think the sky is the limit for this team right now. It says our starting lineup is going to be Al Horford at center. I think I'd rather go Rob Williams, but I do agree that Al Horford adds a little bit more a different dynamic in terms of being able to stand at the three-point line, and it will make things a lot easier for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, so we also got to account for that. But you still got Rob Williams, O'Shea Brissett, who I think will fill in Grant Williams' role pretty easily or pretty nicely to at least start the season. You got Sam Hauser, who showed a lot of potential to be able to shoot the ball off screens, just pull up and shoot. I mean, Sam Hauser, I think, is going to have a key role for the Celtics next season. You also still got Malcolm Brogdon, Peyton Pritchard, and then you look down the line, you got Delano Banton, you got Jordan Walsh, you got J.D. Davidson, Justin Champagnie. So I really like the roster the way it looks right now. I think there is some areas that I would like to improve, specifically maybe another wing player, because let's say O'Shea Brissett isn't a good three-point shooter. I don't know how he would fit into, Joe Mazzulla's system, so maybe go out and get another wing. But the main priority right now, as the Summer League wrapped up here and we head into the next stages of the offseason, I think the main priority should be getting Jaylen Brown under contract. I know a lot of people are very indifferent. Do you want Jaylen? Do you not want Jaylen? Personally, I think Jaylen and Jason should be here for their entire careers. I'm hoping that happens. But there's also the scenario where we trade him. And one thing I wanted to bring up real quickly, just to give you guys some understanding of what's going on in the media right now, is, not this, but right here. As you can see, Joel Embiid processing Sixers' future. Could he join Jason Tatum on the Celtics? Now, this is a very a dull report here. This is not anything that's in the air right now. This is just something that people are starting to speculate that maybe Joel Embiid doesn't want to be in Philadelphia. Now that James Harden is requesting a trade, maybe Joel Embiid is a player that could leave them in the near future. Now, I don't think that there's probably no chance in the world that the Sixers would trade Joel Embiid to Boston. But if he was to be a free agent, which, again, guys, I don't think this is going to happen, but people are starting to speculate now that maybe Joel Embiid is going to go to Boston. It's most likely, and I would say 99.9% chance that he does not ever come to Boston unless he's a free agent. Now, he does have the same trainer as Jason Tatum, so you can kind of see where the rumors are coming from a little bit, but again, I just don't see this being, something that could happen. I really don't. But again, this is something that's in the rumors, in the media. We'll see what happens. But overall, I do like what we've showcased in the Summer League in terms of our young guys. I like adding Kristaps Porzingis. I think this team is very well-rounded. In terms of losing Marcus Smart, I think Derek White arguably was a better defender last year. He was actually second-team all-defense in terms of, all the plays he was making defensively, getting blocks, getting steals, drawing charges. Derek White was amazing last season. He's also a little bit of a better three-point shooter. You get Jaylen Brown back, Jason Tatum, add Kristaps Porzingis, who is one of the best post players in the NBA. We haven't seen that in Boston in a long time, so I think immediately that will be able to help out our offense, kind of, open up a little bit. He also is a good passer of the post, so we'll probably see him do that a little bit more. So I think our team is a lot more versatile, a lot more dynamic, and I do believe that we added a bunch of 6'7" guys who can not only defend but also can create a little bit of offense as well in terms of cutting to the basket and maybe passing as well. O'Shea Brissett, a great defender who can also cut to the basket very well, athletic wing. Love to see those here. Jordan Walsh kind of showcased the same thing, as well as being able to hit the three ball that we weren't really expecting to see, but he can do that as well. Brogdon, not the worst defender in the world. Peyton Pritchard, that's very questionable. I don't know if he's going to be here next year. But Delano Banton, if we do get rid of Peyton Pritchard, I think Delano Banton is a guy that, gives us a ton in terms of versatility defensively. He's very lengthy. He plays the passing lanes very well. He can, like I said before, grab rebounds, run in transition, and just create the offense. So I do like what Brad Stevens did this offseason. But with that being said, what's next? Re-sign Jaylen Brown, develop these young guys, and build some team chemistry, because that is the one thing that we really do need. I mean, over the past 3 years, we've had 3 new head coaches, and this is finally a season we're going to get Joe Mazzulla. We're going to get the team in terms of Jalen and Jason another season with the same head coach, which alone I think will be huge. Not only that, but you add a couple of new assistant coaches in terms of Sam Cassell, who is a very good coach in this league, adds a lot to the Celtics, and he used to play on the Celtics years back, so I think he's someone that can add a lot to this team in terms of his the way he talks, communicates, and motivates guys and gets guys going. And he's very good in terms of developing guys. I mean, you look at Tyrese Maxey. He was one of the main reasons why Maxey is so good the way he is today. So I like him. Emil Jefferson, a former teammate of Jason Tatum. And there's also a couple of other guys who were added to the Celtics coaching staff. But let me know what you guys think about the offseason for the Celtics. It seems like it's going to quiet down a lot. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. What is your favorite move for Boston, whether it be a coaching hire, Sam Cassell, Emil Jefferson, Kristaps Porzingis? Do you like Delano Banton? Do you think O'Shea Brissett's going to be a big addition? Jordan Walsh, do you think that's going to be a steal? And what do you think the Celtics need to do next, if that's either trade Jaylen Brown, re-sign Jaylen Brown to a major extension? What do you guys think is next for the Boston Celtics? In my opinion, get Jaylen Brown on extension and start developing guys, and this could be a championship team next season if everyone can stay healthy, and that's a big if, but if they do, I'm very excited for the future, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Pro Class, the absolute best place for you to take your game to the highest level. It's the first of its kind sports training and development platform where you can reach your highest potential by learning from some of the best athletes on the entire planet. Some of these guys include Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, Allen Iverson, DeMar DeRozan, and so many more. And I have some great news to you guys. If you guys go use my code MattyDubs, you'll get 50% off hundreds of training videos, workouts, and drills, and you can get in the lab right now. So go check it out. Go steal some of the secrets from some of the top players in the world right now. And if you are interested in developing your skills at any level, if you play in middle school, high school, college, or if your goal is just to be a better athlete, a better basketball player, this is where you need to go. Nobody else does this. Go check them out, and you can learn, develop your skills at a fast pace, high speed level. Click the link in the description for instant access to all of the secrets in the world. And remember, using code MattyDubs will get you 50% off right now, so don't miss out on this offer.